Yo, I recently had this thought, and you probably have it quite often as well. I just thought, bro, I could have been happy this entire time. Like, throughout my life, no matter what happened, happiness was always an option. No matter how good or how bad my life got, happiness was always an option. And I didn't take it. It only benefits me. I should just be more happy. What? You're so stupid. Why aren't you just more happy? Like, I'm gonna make a change. And then I forget about it and repeat the exact same thought process 7 to 8 business days later. Like, you could choose to be happy right now. I could choose to be happy right now. Do I look happy? But we just don't. Why? Look at her. She could be happy right now. But she's not. Are you happy? Exactly. That's the honest what I thought. There are 3 kinds of people. Those who value happiness too little, those who value happiness too much, and those who just see it as what it is, an emotion. Also known as nihilists. But even nihilists whose whole philosophy is that life is meaningless. If I came at them with this knife and I tried to stab them, I'm pretty sure they'd run. Suddenly life ain't so meaningless, ain't it? That's because humans can live in the past, present, and future all at the same time in our heads. Unlike other animals, we know that there is a tomorrow, and if I don't run away from the guy that's trying to stab me with this knife, there might not be a tomorrow for me. And that's how we climbed out of the food chain. It took 2 million years. To really put that into perspective, for 2 million years, every day was survival of the fittest. For us, we couldn't afford to feel happy. If our ancestors felt happy whilst they were starving, Darwinism would have taken care of us a long time ago. And now we're living in a small, minuscule amount of time where we have relative peace. 2 million years of war for 78 years of peace, 78 years since the last World War. That's how much it took. Oceans of blood have been spilled to get to this moment. This should be the happiest time in history. We have everything our ancestors worked for. This all leads up to you. Millions of years of evolution led to this. That's you. And your trash posture. Bro, you look like a question mark. Come on. And if you're in this space of self-improvement, we know happiness isn't the goal. But we still want to be happy. I think all of us would rather be the happy homeless guy than the depressed suicidal guy in the Lamborghini. We know that the good body, the car, the wife, the money, whatever, those physical things, that doesn't make us happy long term. Again, because we still have monkey brains. We've reached peak happiness. We can't get any happier. We can get more fulfilled, but not happier. Imagine if a caveman got teleported into modern times where there are supermarkets and shelter everywhere. Practically every single human in history would give everything up to come live here in modern times. But instead now, the suicide rate is higher than ever. Weirdly enough, anyone in history would give everything to be in my place, to enjoy the modern stuff, the technologies. But the more I cut out the technologies, the more I cut out the junk food and all these inventions, the happier I feel. And that's the first way to be happy. The secret to happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capability to enjoy less. Socrates. Or basically, reject modernity, return to monkey. Just be okay with less. Every time I drink a protein shake, I'll wash it and fill it up with water after I'm done. So it's always in my kitchen just filled up with water. Then when I want to make the next protein shake, I have to pour out the water so I can make the next one. Most normal people will just empty the water into the sink. But for some reason, every single time, I take 3 extra steps to the grass patch outside my kitchen and throw it in the grass patch. There's practically no reason for me to pour the water in the grass outside. Like, it's weird. I'm usually like pretty uncaring and selfish because I want to prioritize my own growth and stuff. But I always do that. Why do I always take the 3 extra steps? Like, what the fuck? It's completely unnecessary. I could just do it in the sink. What I realize is that being kind is entirely selfish. And as all self-centered teenagers, it's completely up my alley. So you might as well just be kind for the sake of being kind. When it comes to kindness, we all think of giving gifts. The thing about happiness is that it's an emotion. It's fleeting. It will not last. Imagine if every single week you bought your friends a coffee. You spend like $15 a week to get coffee for your friends. I know this is hard to imagine because you don't have any friends, but now imagine if you spent all that money on just one big gift, like a laptop. If you only buy them a big gift once a year like the laptop, you won't feel any different. The entire year would still feel the same. It'll just be the same. Sudden happiness, then go back down. That's it. That's the nature of emotions. But when you do the coffee one, you know you will feel happier in total across the entire year. It's just a better way to build friendships. What I'm trying to say is that don't wait for a big moment to be kind. You might as well just be kind all the time, not just for the people around you, but because it benefits yourself the most. You might as well walk the 3 extra steps to give the grass a little H2O in the burning Singaporean heat. Like, I know the grass patch is not gonna grow, half the patch is still dead, but it's not about the water or the grass. It's just about taking the extra 3 steps. Likewise, it's not about the cost of the gift or who you're giving it to. It's about doing it for the sake of being kind. You give to others not to receive any happiness. Instead, you give with the mindset that I'm a happy person, and that's just what happy people do. So that's the second way to be happy. Give to other people. Trying to be happy without giving to others is like trying to kiss alone, which I've tried. I'm just, no, wait. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. So now we come back to the same question. Why don't we choose to be happy when we know biologically we can? We have all the basic needs checked off. And my scientific answer after many years of deep meditation and thinking and pondering the philosophies of life, the answer is we can't. You can't just choose to be happy. Saying just be happy lol is like saying if you're homeless, just buy a house. You didn't have to cut me. Or take it like this. If you go to a Singaporean school, you probably know this. If you force yourself to work hard 2 days before the deadline, with enough caffeine in your veins to put a South Asian water buffalo into cardiac arrest, you know you're not a hard-working person. You're just hard-working at times. You wouldn't call yourself a hard-working person. It's the same with happiness. You can't choose to be happy, but you can force yourself to be happy. Just like how the student can force himself to be hardworking, you can force yourself to be happy. But then it's a feeling. It'll dissipate. It will go away. Then you have to wait another 7 to 8 business days to feel happy again. You just force yourself to be happy. You're not an actual happy person. In the same way, you can't choose to be suicidal and depressed right now. Unless you're actually suicidal or depressed. Like, try feeling suicidal or depressed right now. Try it. See, you can. Reach me with that hand. Reach me with that hand. You cannot.
Reach me with that hand. Reach me with that hand. You cannot.
But after a while, it'll just dissipate because those are simply emotions. But if you do enough of the bad habits, years down the line, yeah, you're gonna be depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna see your name on a Facebook memorial page. And even if you could choose to be happy all the time, would you? Like, this is the basis of delayed versus instant gratification. When we first start delaying gratification, we'll feel less happy. Like the fat guy going to the gym for the first time. He feels like shit. He doesn't know what to do. He hasn't done this before. But if you ask a guy that's been going to the gym for years, he's actually happy whilst going to the gym and delaying gratification. Think about it. By going to the gym, he's feeling pain right now so he can save up happiness for his future self. But even though he's going to the gym to feel pain, he's actually happy doing it. And that's the only way to be happy nearly all of the time. This is what I would call the golden point of delayed gratification. This is when you're delaying gratification for your future self, but you're also happy whilst doing it. You do it with a smile on your face. That's what we want. Not forcing ourselves to be happy at times, but to simply be a happy person. You can't choose to be happy all the time, nor can you force yourself. Like everything else in life, you have to earn it. So we can't choose to be happy. Emotions are too fickle. So we should just forget about choosing to be happy or forcing ourselves to be happy or feeling happy. All we can do is focus on the habits that contribute to happiness. We just have to view happiness as a byproduct of a life with good habits. Emotions are too fickle and fleeting. Habits are something we have complete control over. Instead of getting the thought that, oh, I could choose to be happy right now and then not do anything about it, nowadays I get the thought, I could do something right now and earn some happiness. For me, when I get that trigger, when I think, oh yeah, I should go earn something right now, I just start counting down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I get up, I get actually off my computer chair, out of my room, and do something. That is how I stopped overcomplicating happiness. I realized that the time spent overthinking happiness could have been better spent on the floor doing some push-ups. And after you do a couple reps, you start feeling happy anyway. So if you're happy and you know it, share it with others. If you're unhappy and you want to be happy, go earn it. Take action. Bro, let's do some fucking push-ups, bro. Count down from 5. Actually get out of your computer chair right now. Actually do 5 push-ups. Come on, bro. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you didn't, bro. I hope you did it. If you didn't do it, you're a Jeffrey. Anyways, can't have happiness without the penis. Anyway, give me a kiss. Mwah.